That's Silvio Hackler now, up there in a great battle with Mario Spinelli. And in fact, Spinello, I think, has moved up to third. So Spinello is now third. It's fourth for Silvio Hackler in the all-yellow car. And Jeff Hammond's made another great start. He's up to fifth place. A great start already. He's moved past Andy Moore in the opening stages. So it's Branson and Raiola trying to give this field the goodbye look. And it's Spinello trying to give the guys challenging for third place the heave-ho. He's got a tiny bit of a gap over Hackler, who's running a yellow body today. But the Swiss driver will start to look for a way round Spinello if he can. But Spinello's got early good pace out of the blocks. Hammond, meanwhile, under a little bit of pressure from a wayward Andy Moore for fifth spot. So still a lot of guys in contention here. The depth of competition is something else. Meanwhile, early problems for car 8, JJ Wang. He's down the order a little bit. Alessio Agostinelli also, I don't think, has even taken the start. He's multiple laps down. I think a problem has just befallen Andy Moore, by the way, an early flame out. So again, a lot of attrition in this race. But Mario Spinello continues on his way. This is actually playing right into his hands. Silvio Hackler is a little bit further back now. Hackler's actually falling back into the clutches of Jeff Hammond. So Hammond looking for that double transfer, looking for the double bump up to make it into the semi-finals. Imagine that, 2 Australians in the semi-finals trying to join his countryman Jesse Davis there, but he's got work to do here. He still has to pass Silvio Hackler, and he has to pass this man we're watching right now, Mario Spinello. 2 minutes in, and they've gone by like a flash. So Spinello still on his way. It's Branson and Raiola who are in their own little world right now, but Spinello is not too far behind them. And it looks more than anything that Spinello is actually going to start putting pressure on the top two rather than come under pressure from those behind. Hackler, I think, is too busy dealing with the attentions of Jeff Hammond right now to do anything about the guys in front of him. And if anything, Spinello is actually closing in a little bit on that front two. His laps are very good. He's lapping in around the same bracket as the top two. So he's right there or thereabouts to pounce on the positions in front if they have any mistakes in the pits. Branson's under a lot of pressure from Raiola, just in front of the car we're watching right now. Spinello will continue following him. He's the third place car, a little bit slow through that corner. That'll cost him some time down the stretch, but he is still in a good position. Hackler is now trying to get clear of Hammond and start to move forward rather than backward. Hackler, the very strong Swiss driver, has not been quite there at these championships where he'd want to be. If he can make another semi-final after his 1/8 Euro semi-final, where there he was very frustrated not to make the final, then that'll be a good day's work for the young Swiss driver. But he has to find a way past this guy, Spinello. And currently, he's about 1.8 seconds down on him, so he needs to find some pace. He needs to find something for Spinello, but there's still pit stops to go, and we've seen already just how drastically the pit stop cycle can change the running order. Branson and Raiola still nose to tail for the lead, by the way. They're still working hard. Spinello is just in a sort of holding pattern between first and second, and then fourth and fifth. And Andy Moore is on the comeback trail. In fact, Andy Moore is pretty much out of it. He's 5 laps down from the leaders at this point. So that flame out early on has pretty much killed his run stone dead. But Spinello in this limbo position right now. Does he stick or does he twist? Right now, he's 1.7 seconds down on the leaders, but he is about 1.5 seconds up on Hackler, his nearest opponent, for third. He is, yes, about 1.7 seconds up on Hackler. So that's a good gap to have. Jeff Hammond is also there, just putting a little bit of pressure on Hackler. They're fairly close together. But this has been a very, very calm and composed run from Spinello so far. Doesn't need to put himself under any more pressure than he already has on him. As I say, he's in that limbo pattern. And down the main straight again. Into the runner time turns and through the Shepherd S once more. Spinello just taking nice little lumps out of the rumble strips, about as much as you could want. You don't want to take any more out of those because those rumble strips are surprisingly large. And now we have pit stops to contend with fairly soon. Through the Shepherd S and through the chicane again. Pit stops will become a thing very shortly. I'm going to